Blub blub everyone, welcome back to Europa Universalis 5 in a little bit of a shorter stream, but that shouldn't bother you in YouTube land. I don't have that much time today. We have accepted cultures still open. And I did make a mistake in my other game to take too many too quickly. Niedersachsen, And it is really hard to improve this. We will get a +1 soon-ish. Which is kind of neat. But the more the people are, and the more people there are, the harder it is to keep this up, because it will be more expensive. And we probably won't check people here as a thing. Eastphalian, probably not that important. We can probably just, you know, eradicate them and turn them into Rhine-Franconians. Not really eradicate them, but just, you know, retrain them. Frisian, not important. Low Franconian, not that many. 1.2 million, really, in that little region. Damn, they're doing their job, huh? These guys are not important, but maybe Low Franconian might be important. East Franconian, we can probably, you know, 500,000 people. This is much easier. Ripuarian Franconian should be easy to flip. It's only 200,000 people. Even Angrian should be quite easy if we have the manpower to dedicate to that. And later we can, you know, do that, integrate and stuff with whole areas, not only with a province. You know, we can do that with a whole area, the area of Hessen, for example. And I think the easiest way to show you is like here. This is the area of Brabant. This is the area of Holland. And we can do that with those areas like Brandenburg. Complete area of Brandenburg. You know? What's a better one? Where's Hessen? Because that's us. Why is this not ordered? Who knows? But there is an area of Hessen in here. I mean, there's probably a map mode for that, but... I have no idea where the area of Hessen is. Great stuff. No idea. But trust me, bro. Also, I remapped this. I remapped this to Control B. I'm probably switching that with Diplomatic, because I don't need Diplomatic that much. I have a pretty nice picture in my head of how my diplomacy is with both runs. And I think this would be much easier to use. And as you can see, we do have some trouble with demography of these pops. And we definitely want to change some of that to get cores here. Because we took that land but cannot core it because too few of the people are in an accepted culture or primary culture. This will be cored. This is Westphalian. Westphalian is fine. And I'm thinking of getting Lower Saxon also accepted. How many do we have? Only 500,000. That's not many. There's at least 1 million. This I want to get rid of. I think working on getting rid of Angrian completely, so this is not accepted anymore, would be great. It's a little bit loud, isn't it? I'm not running the game soundtrack right now. I'm running this... Well, I do, but I'm not running it through the game. I'm running it through a player in the background, so we can exclude certain songs that we don't like or something. Or maybe just, you know, switch to the next one if the one that is about to play doesn't fit right now or something. Also, I have better volume control that way. France is a hegemon. Yeah, that was unlocked last time. We have the hegemonies. We will probably only become the cultural hegemon, if anything. So, and we are still 2 places away from that. And those guys are really close. Maharajas, the Indians. Well, Indians, Indish people. Kingdom of France is the diplomat. Yeah, look at that. France is just everything hegemon. And they will be that for the rest of the game. They will flip once in a while with Bohemia, maybe with someone else. Who cares? It will not be able to challenge them. France is just freaking scary. And what I really would like, so to make sure they don't attack me about ever, I want a defensive league with them. Once we can secure that, we are in a good way. Once we can have that happen. Question is, we do have some money coming in. We might be able to get more troops. We don't have women that are in the right age bracket. We have Frisian patriots. Now, okay, I did say a few things last time that weren't quite true, and I learned now how to do it. Patriots are not that bad, even if they're bigger, because there is a certain button in the UI. Unfortunately, it's not in the list of terms that you can use, but there is a certain button in the UI that is very small and very hidden. Well, kinda hidden. If you hit that, you can integrate them always. Very important, but you need to occupy 70% of them to do so. I do have that money. Yeah, sure. Why not? 5 prestige. 100% prestige. Burning down our... Oh god, did I get a lot of AE last time. That was definitely planned and useful, and definitely not, you know, my death. We're switching Münsterland. Yeah, see, Bohemia's military hegemon, which is kind of scary. We're switching Münsterland for this one province to Westphalian, which is also not that ideal. I'd rather switch everyone to Rhine-Franconian, even though it takes longer. And I think I'm going to do that here right now. Instead. Even though it takes longer, but it helps my culture to proliferate. And to become a really strong culture. So we should always do this. And I'm just going to go here and do it here. We're still integrating that. It's fine if we have some ressentiment or whatever you want to call it. From them. Again, I'm not scared of them. It's just very annoying if you can't integrate them again. Well, can't, you know, resolve the conflict in a fortuitous way. Then you need to be really worried, but we can, so it's all good. Now, since I learned that, I learned a lot of things. I also learned that you cannot become an elector as the HRE Emperor, which is kind of bullshit to me. But you can't. Because in my other game, my dynasty has become so powerful, and I don't know how to do that effectively, actually. I would like to know. But it's not explained in here, really. But my dynasty is so powerful that I actually am positive by a lot. I'm positive by like 1.7 or something, which is huge, because then we can finally do some laws. And I also put a law in that reduced the electors by quite a bit. I only need 3 electors or something, and I wanted to be one of them, but unfortunately not possible. And the good thing is, if you reduce the electors, you can then... I could then integrate one of them, which would be kind of nice. Powerful dynasty hype? Yeah, if you tell me, Terrible Hamster, how to do that. If you... The quicker we can become powerful, the quicker we can push through all the HRE bullshit. And just become not just small little Hessen, but... bleh, all of this. And the quicker that's possible, the better. Because right now, everyone is working on destroying that chance by all of this garbage that you can see here. The more we eat as well. The more we eat, the more we vassalize. It's not good. They need to be free princes. Let's put them in the brainwashing clinics to turn them into Hessians. I mean, it's not Hessians, it's Rhine-Franconians. I have no idea what that means, actually. I only know Rhinelanders. Because I am one. I mean, kind of. I'm influenced by them, at least. This is also a little annoying. In the other run, I have all of Denmark. Well, not all of Denmark. Sweden has a little bit of Zealand. Is it Zealand? I mean, basically Zealand. I think is what that is. That's why New Zealand is the new one, because this is Zealand. Even though it's spelled and probably said differently in Danish. Which I'm not that familiar with, I'm very sorry. Manaway is not here. It's kind of sad. But yeah, the quicker we can become a powerful dynasty, and I have no idea how. I mean, it only says one ruler per dynasty, yes, but I'm the same in the other run. And I'm actually lower in great power ranks, so I have no idea how that is calculated. And I would like to know if anyone knows how this number is calculated. That would be great. The head of the dynasty. I mean, that must be us. Yeah, that is us. Not sure what that does in this game. In the other game, you could actually have... In CK3, you can actually have these beautiful advancements over time for your whole dynasty, which are huge. Here, sadly, you cannot. Yeah, dynastic power is the value of political power a dynasty holds in an international organization, like the HRE, which is an international organization. It plays a major role within the Holy Roman Empire and is calculated by multiplying the great power score and ownership over pops. So we need more pops within the international organization countries have. And more great power score in general. Just higher number. Higher number goes burr. Which means more institutions helps. Duchy rank we will never get away from. More prestige. Well, we have maximum amount there. Legitimacy, we're also maximum. And army tradition, we are probably maximum-ish. Not quite. Power projection helps. Okay, that's good. And population. Scaled by control. That's also important. An important point. Because our control cannot be that good at this time. I actually managed, because of modern roads in the other run, to have Göttingen at 100. And I think also Warburg at 100. And I think another one is very close to 100. Apart from Kassel, of course, which is always 100. Because that's our seat. We have a mere child. That's kind of nice. Expensive education. I hope you turn out good, boy. Yeah, I really hope you turn out good, boy, because... Oof. Although we're very young still. 35. And also we're garbage. Oh, God. Yep, we're absolutely total garbage. Oh, my God. But still, as long as we have an heir, and that heir doesn't die again through a random bullshit event. Danish tax is very similar to Norwegian, cause during the Black Death, all the Norwegian monks who had knowledge of the old Norwegian language died. So then the Danish king who also owned Norway, well, who had him in a union, I think it was, sent his own monks to Norway so that the churches would be manned. Oh, that's kind of sad, actually. And yeah, they kept the scriptures, right? But... If I find a way to show that. It's not culture stuff. I need actual... No. Also, what does population satisfaction do? How happy they are, that makes sense. Influenced by that. Yeah, but what does it do? Probably spur unrest or some bullshit. I have no idea. I can't show it. I can't show victory cards, the most important thing in this game, totally. Not gonna lie. Ugh. No one needs victory cards. It's basically just for the devs so they can play this with each other. So they have a thing they can do apart from just, you know, blobbing. There it is. Ah, there it is. So areas is this. Look at this. This is the area of Hessen, which we could then, you know, do something to the whole freaking area. We don't even own the whole area of Hessen yet. Area of Westphalia, Lower Saxony, Upper Saxony, Bohemia, Bavaria. Look at all these beautiful areas. That's all. We need to own all of this. Every single area. Even Lorraine, I think we need to own completely. For Germany. Switzerland, Normandy. That's not Normandy. That's Romandy. Sorry, Normandy's up here. There it is. Okay, but that's the area there. Nope, it's the last one. It's geography. That makes sense. I want regions. No, it's also not what I want. Region of Scandinavia. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. The little doggo with the weird hump ball, whatever it is. I also had Iceland, which was kind of fun. In the other run. So far. Winter's dangers, blah, blah, blah. Is it provinces? There it is. No, it's actually called Zealand right here, which actually it should be... Shouldn't it be... Sagiland? Like this one? No, just with a... different SA in front here? It's weird that this is now called Zealand. Because that's not how it is in Danish, or how it is in CK3 as well, you know? It's more like this Zealand, however you say that. I'm very sorry that I can't speak this. But yeah, that's the one I meant. Maybe the hamster knows. We're making good money though. Now, what's our troop like? Unfortunately, also what doesn't work yet, unless they fix that in... Nope, they didn't fix that in the hotfix. In the last one. We are at 1.08 now. With B, in EU4, and also supposedly in here, you should be able to shuffle your army. So there should be another window going up where I could, you know, flip my army troops around. And reorganize them. Doesn't work in this game. No idea why. There's also no shortcut for balancing, which is one of the most important buttons that I just clicked that you have. Because you actually need to do that with everything. With every army, always. It is so freakishly important, you don't even believe. And there's no shortcut for this button, unfortunately. I mean, at least for halving it and stuff, there is a button, but I really hope they fix that. Oh! This is the button I was looking for, actually. Create a new unit, and then I can just switch them around, I guess. Yeah, look at that. I can just... okay, that's what I needed to rebalance stuff. Yeah, this should actually open with B. Is the thing. But... it doesn't matter right now. What do we have? We have men-at-arms, crossbowmen, handgunners. We have a few heavy cav. So it's 3 flanks. Having numbers of 3... with everything is kind of important. Hopefully they will join the right flank, but, you know, which is not the right-hand side flank, but the correct one. We have a few hoofknees. I think that's just enough to get the full bonus. I'm not even sure we need that much more. At the moment, we could just make another one. Although having a bit more flesh in the army would actually be kind of nice. I could go for more men-at-arms, because we're very close to get Landsknecht in the army. And Landsknechte are really, really, really good and are German only. German culture group or something. So we could have, you know, like 6 maybe? That's probably a bit much. Now, how much do we pay right now? So basically, if I go full maintenance, we're paying 23. Doubling this would actually not be bad. That's just 40 bucks. Which is kind of nice. So, let's say I go and... See, I'm not sure if I want more crossbowmen or more handgunners. What's the better unit for this? Both of them have some specific stuff, you know, that is good and bad. The better initiative is kind of nice. The better morale damage done is really nice. So I still want to mix them, I think. Let's just get another crossbowman. So we have one for each thingamabob. And let's get... I'm not sure, because once we get Landsknecht, it is doubles. So we would have 600... no. We have 600, we would have 1200 men in here. just from that, which also makes it more expensive. So I don't think I'm going to put more people in here, in this one. I'm just going to make a new one. And we'll just have two. Two different ones. Did I do it this way, or did I do it... I did it the wrong way, didn't I? I did it the wrong way. So, what we want is... We do have some money. 1, 2, 3. That's our start. Of the new army, and I need to have them join here on their own. There are also some mods that I would like to play with. I'm probably gonna play multiplayer tomorrow, so I'm gonna try that out. Probably can't have the mods in a running game. So if we ever play another game, then there's interest, then I would definitely put some mods in. For example, there is a mod that changes these pictures to the actual pictures Partadox intended, which are in here. They are just not using them. Why? Who knows? And it's not the pictures here. It's actually the pictures here. Like, this is not a crossbowman. But there is a picture of a crossbowman in the data. But they're not using it. They're just using Piccaneers for some reason. And I have no idea why. Or probably Men-at-Arms picture here. And it just... There are pictures for these two. They're just not using it. These are heavy cav. There is a picture for normal cav in there. It's very strange. I don't know why they're not using that, but some modder found that out and fixed it. Just, you know, changing what picture is being used. It's just a link, basically. Or an address on the file system. So, kinda easy to do even, but yeah, they found that out and changed it. Hey, Sirius, how are you doing? Blub blub. Oh, sorry, my throat is weird today. I'm still just gonna go heavy cav. I'm not sure why I would want cavalrymen. Yes, they get more initiative. But the problem is, do I actually want them to reach the bulk of the force so quickly? I mean, that's probably why they get so much morale damage. So they retreat much earlier. So they can do some initial damage and then just retreat without dying. But they will take the brunt force of the Polk, you know. Because they are, because of the initiative, they are quicker. I'd rather have them join later when something opens up and then do their damage. Kinda seems better to me, but I'm not sure what the best approach here is. I'm definitely going to get some Hoofnies for you. Actually, as many as I can. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 at the very least to begin with. And how about some handgunners? At least 3. And then some crossbowmen. And later we'll upgrade all of this stuff, of course. But they should all join here now. You need to train. You need to train. Okay. Because we need to... The stuff stopped. The crusades are not there anymore. So we need to keep our experience up, to keep our army tradition up. It's a whole thing. Oh, you're a dum-dum. Of course you're of my dynasty. All the dum-dums are. Can I get rid of you? No. So, I don't have a woman for you. That's kind of sad. Stefan. Stefan von Hessen. I'm alright. How are you? I'm doing kind of okay. My girlfriend is sick, unfortunately. I hope I'm not getting sick because of that. And also, I didn't sleep well the last few nights because of that. But otherwise, Terra Australis. Scholars as ancient as Aristotle have theorized that there must exist a great unknown continent in the extreme south of the world. Yeah, for a long time, we didn't know how that would look like. We actually thought Antarctica is that continent. And also, we couldn't hit Australia that much. I think we only came from one side to it and couldn't really go around it or something. And therefore it was just, on the maps, just one big blob of land in the south. Which is kind of weird. Now that traversing the globe has become dramatically more accessible, explorers, cartographers, and scientists are beginning to take an interest in the missing continent once again. They speculate that some of the islands thus far discovered in the region may be the terminus of large archipelagos. An expedition to the far south would be expensive, take a great deal of preparation, and test the limits of our seafaring technology. I definitely want to fund the research if I have the money. And I do. I mean, it's just 5 points. It's a little bit much money for 5 points, but I'm taking any point I can to get ahead in technology right now. Ooh, we have a girl. Where's Stefan? For some reason, that guy is not in here sometimes. It's kind of weird, isn't it? So I need to go back. And now I have a wife for you. Let's go. Because he's of my dynasty, I need to grow my dynasty like crazy. Even if it's a dum-dum, unfortunately. But I definitely need to grow that dynasty hard. We need to be more powerful as a dynasty. And I think more people would also help. Stability investment cost, pretty nice. Making more money that way is great. Although it's all very timid right now. Still, most money comes from minting. Taxes are not that great yet. I mean, the commoners, of course, pay the most. The ones with a, you know, with only a little money pay the most. Isn't that kind of ironic to you? This to me. Sorry to hear that. I'm very cold. Well, maybe you need a blanket then. It's not nice. Or do you have a big cold? I hope not. You need to do that. I'm right? There is no... They didn't put a new button in. You can't search in here, which is weird. This looks like it's searching, but it's actually where they store the file. In user.bindings. Text base is T now. Oh yeah, let me just switch these. Let me clear diplomacy. And let me put this one on D. Which is the integration map mode, which is much more useful. And diplomacy on B, because that's how you write. I mean, it's vitamin B, you know? That makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, it would be, in English, it would be vitamin R, I guess, for relations. But in German, it's vitamin B, because it's, you know, Beziehung and relation. Same thing. War, blah, blah. Yeah, but there's no... It's interesting that this is map modes down here, even though these are the map modes. There is no map mode for... Oh, I would actually like to bind the area map mode too. Where's the area map mode? Because that thing is kind of useful sometimes. Even regions could be kind of neat. Area map mode... Where should that be? H? Nope. Can't be H. I don't know. That could be a little farther away because who cares, right? J. For now, can we go regions like U? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I don't need it often, but when I want to look at that, that could be nice to have. If I remember it by then, but whatever. Here we have consolidate with K, detach siege with J. This is very important. Split in half, reorganize doesn't work. It's a lie. Merge unit is G. There is no balance unit. They don't even have a button assigned to them. It just baffles me. What it actually should do is it should always do that automatically. It should always balance the unit. Always. What, you know, every... I don't know. Every... tick of the month or something. It should be an auto balance on all armies, but it doesn't. Yeah, and there is no balance button. That is an oversight to me, unfortunately. But oh well, maybe they bring that in at some point. We would definitely want that. There are more troops. That's kind of nice, and we should be about as big as that. Only problem is we don't have horses right now. And horses are very expensive. I'm just gonna get 2 cav. And let's try that and have just 2 heavy cav and 2 normal cav. I have no idea if these are actually good, but let's just try it. They might die instantly in any fight. Have you got any more clothes? Put them on so you won't be cold anymore. I mean, yeah, that helps. Or might. It might help. We have only old hags. Oh, no, there's one. Let's go. Take that woman out of my hands. We have some coast, which is kinda nice. You need to make sure you can only build wharfs or anything in towns. or cities. So the coast should be at least a few towns. It shouldn't be all towns, because that could be rather dangerous at some point. But a few towns, totally fine. And now we could go and see... Also need to build more marketplaces and temples. Temples are the most important thing, because they give you more control. Wherever you can build temples, always build temples. It's absolutely huge. Where is a wharf? I should probably go to Navy. It makes it easier. Sailors? Slaves? No. Peasants? No. So, no. No sailors. Okay. So much for that. I could go through this very bothersome menu. Can I just... Oh, that makes it so much better. Go away, go away. I hope it remembers that, because the only thing you need is this. You don't need anything else. There are my wharfs. We are building some, and we can build one more. Perfect, good. Because those will give us some sailors. Oh, this is a problem. Can I do math, guys? Is this math? I don't think this is math. I think this is just... Oh yeah, you made some troops, and that's why that is minus 48 right now. Because that's not what this does. 103 minus 53 is 50, right? I can't do that basic math. I mean, I'm not good at math. I totally admit that, but I can't do that much math. Which game is better, EU4 or EU5? I would definitely 100% say EU5 right now. In my opinion, I liked EU4, but I didn't like it as much as this. For sure. Let's just, you know, prepare a teensy tiny bit more, but we should also care for some beautiful... What the heck is happening? What? Why no building? I don't have the filter in for naval. Oh, this is so loud sometimes. Also, this song is called Pain is Salvation. That's what they're singing. I was always asking myself that. What were they singing there? I don't know why there's no building for burgers right now. Which is... There are. Look at this. What's the most money we can make? Still jewelries? And tanners. And a bit paper makers. I mean, one jewelry is fine. Anything above... Yeah, this is okay. And then a bit of these. We will need a lot of paper in this game, my goodness. And also there's no good upgrade mechanism yet. I really want one. I really wish we could have that. And there's no automation for upgrading, which would also not be technically that great, depending. Although this game actually, here for building buildings, actually has a goal to save slider, which, oh my god, would that be good at distant worlds, you know? Oh, but they haven't done that yet, as far as I know. Maybe in the new patch that's coming out. We'll see. I actually complained a lot in their Discord. Counting house is amazing. We definitely want those everywhere. 100% everywhere, but where's my merchants? Library, extremely important. Bridges, extremely important. The local proximity cost is ridiculous. Get all the libraries done. I don't give a shit if you don't have people there. People will come. You build it and they will come. You know how that works. Counting houses. We have a lot that we can build, but they are very expensive for us at this time. We need to save up for them a little bit. But yeah, libraries, huge. Look at that. Extra literacy maximum. Pop promotion, institution growth, it's just good. Bridges is what I wanted to look at. Yeah, definitely get the bridges done. Yes, they cost, but also they give, so that's pretty nice. They're just passive. And now everything else, marketplace. Everything else, marketplace. Anything. Anything we have, maximum marketplaces. Because the problem is you can produce as much shit as you want, if you don't have the trade capacity... Oh, that was a bad trade here. But if you don't have the trade capacity, it doesn't matter. You will not gain money from this. This money that it shows here sometimes... Well, not in this one, not for this building. But this money that it shows, that's the profit for the building. That's not what you're getting. You know? That's their profit. That's how long it takes for them to make enough money to get the cost back in. But you're just getting some of that amount. I think based on control and tax efficiency in Texas. It's not... And also on maximum tax. So that it's not an equal thing that happens there. Unfortunately, but... Yes, that is 50. I'm pretty good at math, bad with words. See? That's... At least you know, but this doesn't add up. Beautiful genius. I mean, look at her. She's amazing. Are you better than this dude? Oh my god, yes you are, in every single way. And much more than you. Do I? Do I eat that cost? I might eat that cost. Oh, I'm beautiful. Look at that. That's a breeding pair right there. I might eat that cost, guys. I might eat that cost. Oh my god, how many women do we have all of a sudden? Yeah, you're the great one. I think I'm gonna grant you cabinet rights, and we'll just eat the loss there and get rid of you because you suck. How old are you? And you're not even of my dynasty? Screw you then. Having people of your dynasty in here is really, really good. Also, nobles get power from this. They get extra power from being in your government. So later you can diminish that a little bit. And also clergy, of course, and also the burghers would, and the commoners would. So it also gives you power if this character is your character, is one of your dynasty. Then you get extra crown power for that, which is huge. So you do want to, if you have a good character, probably put them in here. I need to go here. No, cabinet. You, my dude, F off. We have an amazing woman to replace you. And she's only 16. My goodness. Look at that. 2.02. Yes, that's integrations I want. So, if you want to know why I find EU5 better, I like the war better. The war system of Europa Universalis was the best in all Paradox games anyway. I don't need trade advantage. I have maximum trade advantage in my notes, so I just need them to do more trades. In my opinion, it's the best peace system in all the games, as I said before. But what makes this game better for me is there's more to do in peace times, like right now. I mean, this is a little bit tedious, but this will be fixed at some point. That's fine. And the troops are better, I think. It's not such a, oh, I'm full on manpower, I have to go to war now, otherwise I'm wasteful. There's less of that in there. And also you can scale this better. Ooh, now I need, okay. Now I need more armories. You can scale this better because you have much more control over it, because you have more buildings that can help you with this. So this is weird. I'm not sure why this is broken now. There is definitely a filter messing with me. Is this one? No, it's just list display. Cards. Oh, interesting. Oh, this might even be better to find the stuff I want. Foreign buildings. Interesting. I haven't even clicked on these yet. Yeah, I wish I could get rid of all the estate buildings. Oh, that would be so good. Well, all but the burghers ones. But definitely the toll castles I want to get rid of. Not the local shrines necessarily. Oh yes, I want to. Yes, this is bad. And also the fortress churches, for sure, if we have any. Nope. For now, I want the guild halls, because I want the burgers to be powerful and the pops as well. That's kind of nice that I just could say no to the toll castle. Nope. Not gonna happen, boys. But yeah, my filter is somehow drowned. It's kind of weird. I need more barracks. We still don't have, or armories rather. We still don't have training fields, which is kind of annoying. Just give it a little tiny bit more, and then they need to be fitted, and then we need to... What do I build? Maybe nothing. Maybe just some RGOs. Oh yeah, we can have gold. Give me gold. This is why I want to increase the development here drastically, because I have this gold mine on 28 levels in my other game. 28 levels. It is disgusting. That gold mine is so proliferous. It is horrible. Especially since it's so close. It just gives me almost maximum output. It's like at 95%, so I get almost all of this. And it is ridiculous. Why am... I think I'm missing some troops here still. Let's just see how this turns out right now in terms of my maintenance and manpower. A little annoying that you have maintenance to care about there, but, you know, it's all scaling up. Don't scale your army up too much so you can't... Well, can't pay for it in money and can't pay for it in manpower. Both of the things together are the problem here. I'm really happy about the money we're making right now, though. That's pretty good. And we have Bayreuth. I mean, that's probably why we're making so much money, because they pay us a lot. Actually, they don't pay us at all right now. How beautiful. They literally don't pay us. Weird. We have a lot of war reps, though, which help. Especially from Bohemia and England from the last war. That is so huge. Oh, I thought the last time... Hey, don't build too many troops because this looks so good. Because that's just... 70 ducats of this is just war reps. Yeah, that could be a problem. Maybe we just have to kill these troops. Just bring them behind the shed and shoot them. Although, that's not how it works anymore. If you get rid of these troops by disbanding them, they are not being brought behind the shed and shot anymore. You actually gain the manpower back, which is also very huge coming from EU4. Cultural tradition will be nice. Power projection will be amazing because that's literally what we need to get this positive. A lot of it, though. It will not happen in the next 100 years, unfortunately, which would be so good. Once we get this positive, we can actually do some really nasty stuff. As long as the people actually, you know, are with us. The electors and stuff. Everyone who can vote. Getting some patriots. We are about to get another Casus Belli. Is there a Casus Belli map mode or something? It's probably just... I mean, it must be this, right? It must be the diplomacy map mode. Not sure. So does population growth mean anything? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness, yes. Tax base. It's actually imperial authority because it's dynastic power. The more people you have to govern, the stronger your dynasty becomes. Because they have more influence. And we need that influence. So the more people we have, the more chance we have to get this into a positive number. Even though we vassalized a lot of these derps. And we have a lot of the locations owned by non-HRE members in Germany, which is kind of weird. I guess German locations owned by non-HRE members? I have no idea how to see a non-HRE member. Cultural tradition going up, pretty nice. Who would that be? I mean, France definitely has a bit of crap. I don't know where to see that. Here? Like this? I mean, Hungary doesn't have any. This is Balkans, it's not Germany. So this is Germany. Northern and southern Germany. These are all HRE members. I mean, this isn't. So it's basically just France that F's us there? It's kind of weird. There's also France here, France here, France here. France will be terrifying. I can't fight them, is the thing. Like, there's just no way. There's no way. For a long time. Even in my other game, I can't fight them because they're so... They have 15,000 tax base. It's ridiculous how many derps they have. They are so strong. I'm basically just beginning to destroy Burgundy in my other game. And taking their tax base away. For reals. I'm like 8k tax base and they're only 4k anymore. They were at 6 before in my other game. So I'm still so far away from France, it's not even funny. So we just can hope that France is not moving into Germany more, because I just can't do anything. Even with Castile, England, Hungary, Poland, Sweden, Norway, Lithuania, I couldn't do shit against these guys. I mean, maybe if Bohemia also was with me, but that will not happen. I mean, at the moment, they're not that strong, but that will change. They're the same base tax as Bohemia, but their base tax will go up like crazy sauce. Look at our base tax. It's 400. And that's actually the highest it has ever been. It is so sad. So sad. Now, war-wise, who could we declare war on next? Bohemia is alone. That's actually pretty nice. They still have a truce, unfortunately, for 2 years. That's after the parliament. We're kind of crapping out there. So 1460 is the earliest we can burn down Bohemia again. That's not cool. That's how it is. We could go... Lüneburg is our friend, sadly. And this is all Bohemia. Yes, it's all fucking Bohemia. I hate these guys so much. These are all our friends and we need them. This is all Bohemia. It's basically just England that we can attack, huh? And these are... England might be on another truce timer. Yeah, England is almost done. If we wait a month, we could declare war on England. How are we with Castile? We should probably improve opinion with them real quick. To have them against England too. I think we are allied to France, so England and Portugal is actually not a problem. And yes, we are allied to France, which is kind of huge that we got that. But we'll not stay that way. A defensive league with France would be all we need to keep everyone away from killing us. But I'm lacking in targets. This is also Bohemia, because screw you, Bohemia. I hate you so much. We could fight Utrecht. Berg, Braunschweig, Liège, Magdeburg, Savoy. Doesn't sound that bad. Actually doesn't sound that bad. And I'm not even sure I want France against England, because they might, you know, take my shit here. And cockblock me again, which I hate. If we would try to fight Liège, we had to fight Wolgast. Are you under Wolgast? No. No, you're not. Why is Wolgast defending you? And as a... Oh, then a union. Okay, then a union. That makes sense. I mean, they wouldn't be... I mean, they're not allied with me. So... Taking some Wolgastian land. What can you do to bring in more people? A parliament session, for example. To increase population growth, you can build buildings that increase your population cap, which also improves growth. You can build buildings that, well, settlements that improve population growth, although those are very The parameters for those are very rare. Is to stuff as many people as I can into a handful of states in Wiki 3 to try to have like the largest population, but only a fraction of the size. I mean, the size doesn't matter. Having more land is actually always better. Always. It's not like Wiki 3 where you just have... We're not in industrialization times yet. We're already building up to that because, you know, we are getting population in here that is crazy. I mean, look at Paris. Paris is disgusting in terms of population. And therefore have better tax base and stuff, and it's kind of ridiculous. And look at that development, it's also gross. Is that population based? No. More population doesn't mean more development, they just start with more. Which is... Oh, and they have the origin for the colonial charter, how nice. Fun. But yeah, we can't do anything against that. Berg could be a target. No, it's just Utrecht, basically. Why would we fight Württemberg? Württemberg is my derp. That's kind of bullshit. No, Württemberg. Württemberg's down here. I would be fine. We could take him. I mean, we could easily take this. It's ridiculously easy. I'm not sure if that's the best play. There's a bit more, but it's not necessarily land we need. It's probably the best play. We could go Utrecht and just take more coast. Could we... I don't think I have a different way of fighting England right now. Okay, yes I do. I have the freaking Imperial ban. Oh, that's ridiculously good. Yeah, that's what we want. Okay, we're getting a casus belli on this land. And maybe taking all of Utrecht, maybe some of the other crap, who cares. But then we can use the Imperial ban against freaking England. And look at this. Minus 25% cost to conquer and subjugate. This is ridiculous. This is so dirt cheap to take this land. It's great. The antagonism is still the same, which is kind of bad, but whatever. With France on our side, I don't think we have to fear much. But this is huge. We could take this land really, really cheaply. And as comparison, if we go with this casus belli, let's go to castle. What can we do? So for more population, it's just not support the state. Oh, it's not in here right now. There is a debate that you can do that gives you more pops for a while, not for long. Ties to subject could be nice, but yeah, I need support. Sponsor university is always good, so let's do that. That's 30% support. That could give us a casus belli and hopefully maybe even let us finish this. So, fine, let's go conciliatory. Whatever. I need that extra percentage. I'm not sure. Yeah, we cannot have this finish positively and get the casus belli, but I'm just going to get the casus belli. And looking at this casus belli is this one. That's a 50% difference. If I get this casus belli here, that's 25% difference to conquer. 50% difference to conquer and 25% to subjugate. And we get more antagonism. 25% more. So the Imperial ban is huge. And as long as we let them keep a few of those, I can do the Imperial ban again because it's all German land that they are not allowed to have. So that's kind of good. Utrecht is still... How long? Frick. Too long. Liège wouldn't be. Just the problem is it wouldn't be this setup, right? Damn it. Okay, if I go Liège, yeah, that's a whole different setup. But Utrecht would be in there, so... We're basically... I mean, I would love Berg in there. But we're basically at the same point here, and we could just... Put the casus belli here. And we would have some help from the get-go, which is kind of nice. Lorraine? What are you doing? That's the whole Ah, Bavaria too. We could mess with that. That's fine. This is the whole coalition right now. But none of this interests me. This whole land is just garbage. Augsburg is just one county down there. Chur is in the middle of these mountains right there. It's just ridiculous. French Comte doesn't matter. Hachberg is right there. This one doesn't matter. None of this matters. Verona is this. Doesn't matter. So none of this interests me, really. I think it's Liège that we're going to attack. It's kind of sad, but we'll still pull in Utrecht, which is the one I want. It's just basically attacking someone they're allied with to get them to the table. This would be Brandenburg. I don't want to get rid of those guys. And also, it wouldn't call in any of our allies right now. Wolgast is not an ally right now, so we don't give a shit. We do, but we don't. So, this is basically what we're doing. It's Liège time. And maybe we can take them from their union. That's what kinda nice. Also, this looks very different right now. That is weird. That is the new 1.08 patch here. I don't know. I mean, I guess this is the most important land right now, and it's not that important. We'll see what we do. Let's take... Why can't I not take this? Oh, there's actually better tech space. That's kind of nice. Sure, I'll take this one. So, now we can declare war over Aachen. Such a sad situation. I mean, it is a little. I like playing tall. Yes, we are the Emperor. And I'm not playing tall. For sure. I need more land for more tech space, for more building space, for more everything. To outgrow Bohemia and hopefully at some point France. Those are my biggest opponents right now. The rest of the derps don't matter, but these two, they are scary and I need to protect myself, and the only way to do that is bigger tech space and more people, and because bigger tech space. And the only way to get there, and also building slots and stuff, the only way to get there is to freaking grow. I'm not, you know... I'm not going to Alder 4 out of life because I'm not growing. Ooh, we actually increased in power. Look at that. We were at 0.43 and now we're at 0.39 negative. So we have gotten more of these numbers up, or reduced these, whatever it is. So that's fine. We could now declare war. We'll probably lose this parliament and can't sponsor a university, which is kind of sad because that's actually very cheap. Still, at the time when this is running, we're still getting 5% extra research progress and 0.5 innovative points. I'm not going to do aristocratic support. I'm probably not going to change anything. Yeah, no. I'm not going to give you more power, you derps. Increasing opinion we could do for Greenland. Don't know why we would do that. Norway is apparently... I bet it's Norway. It's always Norway in Greenland. Is apparently expanding and colonizing. We could do that just because, to piss off the nobles a bit more. Interesting that they changed this. I actually like the bars underneath. But maybe the numbers are much more clear now? That could be. Which I guess makes sense. It's also much bigger, which is nice. A lot easier readable, accessibility-wise, which is always a good thing. Yeah, I'm not sure we do this. We would just piss off the nobles and the clerics and all of these derps. And the burghers are already absolutely fine and we don't care about this opinion. And 15% wouldn't get us there. If 15% would get us there, I'd do it. But that's just for 39%, so no. If we get two positive events, one with 10%, one with 5%, I'm gonna click that button. Otherwise, I'm just gonna ignore it. And we're not gonna get a university, which is fine. I could just build one myself. And I probably should, thinking about it. What's RGO-wise? What's good? Let's get a few. Get some salt, because we're on Twitch. Biggest salt mines in the world. Need some mines there. Nope. Not what I wanted. I wanted university. But yeah, at least getting to 10 should be fine. playing tall in this game series is probably more feasible than it ever was in EU4. Because you actually have the Victoria 3 buildings in here, kind of. Not really, it's not really industrialization yet. That's basically the last age where you get industrialization, the starters of it. But you can actually build much more tall than you could it in EU4. Much more. Because you have different levels of buildings that all get better and stuff, and it's all cool. Being the Emperor, though, should we just declare war? We could demand some unlawful territory from Bohemia. That's kind of nice. Yes. Give me Hegau. They did. Well, not to me. They gave that back to Austria, apparently, which is kind of dumb. But hey, Austria, you have unlawful territory. The one with the more people, please. Thank you. Who got that? Not me, but that's fine. More princes are more gooder. Because more princes mean you get more points. Although that didn't help. That actually made it worse. But whatever. It's fine. Tis fine. Tis fine. Next month we can do that again or we declare war. Do we side war? We might side war. We have double the stacks right now to siege. This is not a good siege stack yet. I would need to improve this. But I'm still not sure if we're keeping this stack, is the problem. And we're far from not needing levies anymore. But we have 22,000. We're growing. Also, we're an hour in, so before we go to war, I'm gonna put a little cut in here, and next time we'll see that. Thank you all for watching. Leave me a like if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to sub the YouTube, come to Discord, come to Twitch, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bloop bloop, everyone. You know the drill.